How's it going, everyone? My name is Carson with the Hello Auto Group, and next to me I have a 2024 Subaru Legacy Sport. Now, if you know anything about the Legacy, this is one of two of Subaru's sedans, the other one being the WRX. But unfortunately, the Legacy is being discontinued in 2025. So we're gonna take a little deep dive and show you about the Legacy, show you its features, we're gonna take it on a little drive, and I'm gonna show you why this might be the best purchase for a sedan in 2024. So let's start with the exterior of the Legacy. I think Subaru did a good job of making this look nice and sporty, but not too overly aggressive. Up front, we have very sharp steering responsive LED headlights. Moving to the grille, we have a nice open grille that looks pretty aggressive. We have the Subaru logo in the middle, and because this is the sport model, we get a red accent trim on the grille. And of course, moving a little bit lower, we have our fog lights. The side of the Legacy is a little bit more basic, but we do have some subtle things that I do like. We have the sport badge sitting right on the side. We have this body line that goes all the way to the end and follows with the taillight. It looks very nice. And of course, at our wheels, we have 18-inch alloy gray wheels, and I love the saw blade design they put on here. And at the rear of the car, there's a few design choices I really like here. Our taillights look nice and sporty. Because this is the sport model, we get a nice small little spoiler on the back, which really wraps up the back end. And of course, we get dual exhaust, which I always appreciate on a sporty car. All right, so we're moving to the interior of the Legacy, and it's actually very nice. We have an all black interior with a lot of soft touch material. We also have some red stitching going around the entire car since this is the sport model. Now our steering wheel is very nicely leather wrapped with red stitching in it. We have our paddle shifters on the back. We have our media controls on one end of our steering wheel, and on the other end, we have our driving assistance. Now these seats are actually pretty comfortable. They are cloth seats with red stitching going through them. Now the driver's seat is 10-way power adjusted, while the passenger seat is 4-way manual adjusted. Now if you want to get these seats in leather, you can, but you're gonna have to go up to the next trim, which is Touring. So now moving on to the infotainment system, we get Subaru's well-known Starlink infotainment system. Here we have an 11.6-inch touchscreen display that has wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. But one of the things I really love about this touchscreen is that it's very responsive. It gives you so many details about the car. For example, your driving statistics, see how you're driving. It's very intuitive, and I love that they've really dialed it in for the driver. Moving a little lower, we have our headphone jack, our USB Type-C plug-in, and our USB Type-A plug-in. We have our shifter here that's very nice, that has a red stitch shift boot. Now, of course, this is attached to an automatic CVT transmission, but we do get an 8-speed paddle mode. So that's very nice that they added this to the sport model. Our armrest here in our storage bin is actually pretty cool. One thing I like about it is that there's two buttons here. The first button on the left opens up to a little tray that's in the center, which you can use for whatever you would like. But then the second button on the other side actually opens up the entire cubby, where you will actually find all your storage, and you will find a 12-volt cigarette lighter. So above us, we have some more storage, mainly for sunglasses or anything else you'd like. We have our SOS button here. We have an intelligent Starlink button that will allow you for roadside assistance. And we have our cabin lights and our moonroof button. Now, unfortunately, here in the Legacy, we don't get a panoramic moonroof, but I'll tell you, the normal moonroof is a nice touch. Now here in the back seats, it's a very nice, comfortable place to be. I'm very comfortable back here. Me being 6'1", I still have some leg space, I got some head space, and that is always an A+ in my book. Now the center seat, of course, you're gonna find your armrest and your two cup holders. In front of us, we have a USB Type-C charger and a USB Type-A charger. We have our two vents for each passenger, and on the back of each driver's seat, we have some more storage, which is always a nice touch. So here at the trunk of the Subaru Legacy, you actually get a whole lot of space. I'm really impressed with it. So here you get 15.1 cubic feet of space. Now, if you need even more space for longer items, you have these two tabs in the trunk that push down the back seats. Now we do have a cover here. If you open up the cover, you'll find the jack and some other tools, and underneath that, you'll find your spare tire. And of course, you don't really get spare tires in new vehicles nowadays, so kudos to you, Subaru, for adding one here in the Legacy. So now let's move on to the power really quick. This is one of my favorite things about the Legacy Sport. Here we have the same engine that's in the WRX. Of course, it makes a little bit less power, but this is still no slouch. Here we get a 2.4 liter turbocharged boxer engine that puts out 260 horsepower and 277 pound-feet of torque. Of course, this is also connected to a CVT automatic transmission with all-wheel drive. And when driving the Legacy, you can really see how that turbocharged engine and the all-wheel drive system plays a really great role in the car's dynamics. The 260 horsepower from the turbocharged engine really wakes up the car and allows you to have some fun, and that all-wheel drive system really helps it pull out of corners. Even if you're driving normally through town, the car is nice and quiet with a smooth ride and good gas mileage from the CVT transmission. Now, from the turbocharged engine, you can expect 23 miles per gallon city and 31 miles per gallon highway. However, if you opt for the non-turbocharged engine, you'll be looking at 27 miles per gallon city and 35 miles per gallon highway. Overall, the Subaru Legacy drives very well, and I can see it as a great alternative to the Camry or the Accord Turbo. So what do I think of the Legacy Sport? Well, I actually think it's really sad to see it go. I think this was a great alternative to the WRX. If you wanted something that wasn't too sporty but still is a little bit fun, you get the all-wheel drive, you get the turbocharged engine, you get a very nice interior with a really good infotainment system, and overall the looks are just great and enough space for all your friends to fit in. Now, if you wanted to get into a Legacy Sport, the starting price is $34,495. However, if you just want to get into any Legacy, even the base Legacy, the base one starts at $24,895. So there's a price for everyone. Overall, let me know what you think of the Legacy. Would you spend your money on the Legacy or would you go with another car? If you are looking for a Legacy, be sure to go to HelloAutoGroup.com, link in the description. Overall, my name's Carson, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.